On the morning of August 13th, 2018, a quiet suburban neighborhood in Frederick, Colorado, woke up to something strange. A pregnant mother had vanished. Her name was Shanann Watts. At first, the situation didn't look like a crime. Friends simply couldn't reach her. Her phone was off. Her car was still parked in the garage. Her purse was inside the house. But the most alarming detail was this: Shanann would never disappear without telling someone, especially when she was 15 weeks pregnant and the mother of 2 young girls. Her daughters, Bella Watts and Celeste Watts, were also missing. Within hours, the entire neighborhood was filled with police officers, and standing calmly in front of them was Shanann's husband, Chris Watts. He looked worried, but not panicked. When officers entered the house, nothing seemed broken or disturbed. There were no signs of a struggle. It looked like a normal home where a family had simply stepped out for the day. But investigators quickly noticed something odd. Chris Watts showed almost no emotion. Outside his house, news cameras recorded him giving interviews. He asked for his family to come home. He said he just wanted his wife and daughters back. But detectives watching the footage noticed something unsettling. His body language didn't match his words. He swayed slightly while talking. He avoided eye contact, and his smile appeared at the wrong moments. Within 2 days, the case took a darker turn. Security footage from a neighbor's camera showed Chris backing his work truck into the driveway early that morning, something he rarely did. Police asked him about it. Chris said he was just loading tools for work. But investigators already had doubts. Meanwhile, another detail began to surface. Chris had been having an affair with a coworker. The life he had built with Shanann, the house, the children, the image of a perfect family, was quietly falling apart. During a polygraph test, detectives confronted him. Chris failed. Soon after, he confessed to something shocking. At first, he claimed Shanann had killed their daughters during an argument, but the truth didn't hold for long. Investigators already knew too much. Finally, Chris Watts admitted the horrifying reality. He had murdered his pregnant wife. Then he killed his 2 daughters. Afterward, he loaded their bodies into his truck and drove to an oil work site where he buried Shanann in a shallow grave and hid the children in oil tanks. The confession stunned the country. How could a father do this? Why would someone who appeared so ordinary commit such unimaginable crimes? The case quickly became one of the most disturbing family murder cases in modern American history. Police later revealed that Chris had been planning to leave his family to start a new life with the woman he was seeing. Instead of facing divorce, financial problems, and the collapse of his image, he chose something far darker. In November 2018, Chris Watts pleaded guilty to multiple counts of murder to avoid the death penalty. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Today, he remains incarcerated, and the Watts case continues to haunt the public. Not because of mystery, but because of something even more terrifying: the realization that sometimes the most dangerous person in a family is the one everyone trusts the most. Behind the image of a normal life, a quiet suburban home, and a smiling husband, there can be secrets no one sees coming. And sometimes the truth only appears after everything is already gone.